Welcome to Off Their Rockers with your host, me, Dayna Steele, and Lisa Forehand. This is Off Their Rockers. Thank you so much for joining us. Lorraine Wiseman, why is retired a dirty
I
word?
think there's a stigma attached to retirement. I think the whole retirement thing is almost like a finish line. Like you hit a finish line, and I think it's a dirty word because people expect you to be finished, and you're not. You still have a lot to go. The stigma that's attached to it, I think, is everybody expects you to be happy, and sometimes you're not, and you don't want to say you're not.
A lot of people get really wrapped up in a title, in a job.
Mhm. People have lost touch with who they are. They think they are their job. They think they are that title. I always say I've graduated into this next chapter of life. I coach CEOs, but I would say I'm retired from the corporate world. I don't do that anymore. But I do still have purpose.
When you coach a CEO, what are you coaching them? What are you teaching them?
Once you've earned trust and respect and that relationship, if you will, people start to lean in. I found myself coaching people into this transition. So as they are selling their company, I spend a couple of years ahead of time ahead to get them ready psychologically and socially ready for whatever that next chapter is. I'll spend a lot of time in that space as well. And that's the space that I really do love.
I am so curious if in either your dissertation work or your personal work with various people, if you see any kind of gender differences between women and men,
I
because
do.
yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Lisa and I have talked to a lot of people recently that it seems like this keeps coming up, and that is repurposing yourself. How do you mentally prepare somebody to repurpose?
Do a deep dive on, who are you? Tell me about your core values. What are your non-negotiables in life? And if you're
This is Off Their Rockers, and your life starts now.